layout is Hello Gorgeous. This is a collection of all kinds of papers and embellishments, pinks, grays, and blacks, a little bit of white thrown in there for some pop, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Your frames are hand stitched for your pictures. You could put a large picture here and move those embellishments around, or put a 5x7 right here, which is what I'm planning to do with mine. Everything is pre-cut. There is no distressing except for some water distressing here on the flowers I've put together for you. Today's papers are Bella Rouge, which is from Pink Paisley, Peony Mini Dots, which is part of the Basics collections from Pebbles, Divinely Sweet, which is from Basil, and then I've got a glittery pink, gray, a light pink, black. All those are from Coordination Solids. I hope you enjoyed today's layout. Again, everything's pre-cut, pre-done for you, so all you have to do is pop it together. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Today's layout, you will just need a few tools. You'll need a ruler or straight edge of some sort. I used larger scissors for cutting my paper, the smaller scissors, or something with a really fine, sharp edge to cut your ribbons and your little bows. And I used a quick dry adhesive from Scotch, which is the larger glue bottle, to adhere my flowers. They're kind of heavy. There's 6 layers of paper, so you want to make sure you've got something that's heavy duty. I did use score tape to attach my ribbons, and then I also used a small glue to get the edges to adhere my papers and my hearts. And then I used a dry adhesive. I use Tombow, that's just my preference, but any kind of dry adhesive will do. So grab those tools and let's get started. Everything on the left goes on the first page, everything on the right. So when you unpack your kit, just look for these 2 pieces here in the center and divide them, and that way everything will be separated for you. Now I did go ahead and glue my cardstock pieces to my embellishment pieces, just to make the video go a lot faster. These are already glued for you. Your flowers already put together for you. When you get to the ribbons, you can cut them to any length you want. First, you're going to wrap this with the remaining pieces is what I created these little, almost like leaves out of. And all I did was simply cut a piece of ribbon, wrap it, and use a glue dot or score tape. I used my score tape, and then literally put the ribbon in between the last 2 layers to give it something to adhere to. So I could go ahead and get those ready prior to putting my page together. You'll notice these are already stitched for you. So those are already stitched on my Singer sewing machine. So those are already put together for you, something real simple. There's a lot of little pieces here, so it was just easier for me to go ahead and glue these together so we could put this together. This is going to sit at an angle. If you don't like the angle, I would suggest, if you're going to just do it as a square, go ahead and trim this off a little bit more so that you have enough room and even that out some. You'll still have plenty of everything else. If you want to not do it at the angle, just go ahead and pre-cut it before you get started so that these 2 pages are even. And make sure you don't trim too much so that this 8.5 by 11 will still sit on your page correctly, okay? So I'm just going to start putting it together, starting with page 1. Just follow along. It's going to get faster as we go. And the only other thing is I am going to use quick dry adhesive to put down my flowers. They are heavy, so whatever you do use, just make sure it's something that's going to hold there permanently so they're not floating around in your scrapbook later, okay? Okay, I'll stop in between the 2 pages if we need to. If not, we're just going to keep on flying through it. our 2-page layout. I decided to move my flower. Remember, these are just paper. They were dampened in order to get the shape. They're just crinkled up paper. So if they have a little tear in them or whatever, it's just to make them look more distressed, more aged, without actually having to use any ink distressing. This is more of a water distressing technique. And those are glitter dots. If you decide you don't like those, do not try to pull them out. They are well in there with some very serious adhesive. They came with a sticky back on them, and if you try to pull them, because I used water on these, it will tear the paper. So if you decide you want to cover that up, literally cover it up. Don't try to pull it apart. It will tear up that paper that's there on the top. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and hello gorgeous. Hope you have a great day.